Fear no more. Retreat to advance. Time to fight back. Wind Rider. Tell truth on the side. Set you worry. Bide the time. Unstoppable. Tell truth on the side. Fear no more. Tell truth on the side. I can take it. Unstoppable. Tell truth on the side.
What's the matter? Are you all right? Oh, I was worried. You just stood there and gazed into the distance. You're
It felt as if I was seeing through the eyes of a tacit discord. I think I saw what was happening in the Norfall Barrens.
An imposing warrior wielding the power of a Tinglong. The Tinglong is the Midnight Ranger's emblem. It's also the symbol of General Tian, the leader of all Midnight Rangers. The front lines are not far from here. General Tian must be there, fighting alongside our soldiers to keep the tacit discords away. It doesn't seem like a coincidence. We arrived near the battlefield right when General Tian was leading an attack against the tacit discords. Your vision. It might be what was happening on the battlefield not far away. The battle itself is a clear sign of an anomaly. The streams from the Norfall Barrens feel more suffocating than ever. Rover, something on that battlefield must be connected to you, though we have no idea what it is. Resonate with the tacit discords? Rover?
According to Baija, the leaf showed residual fluctuations of tacit discords. Those fluctuations pointed to a certain set of coordinates.
And that is Teacher Village in the Central Plains. as I make myself reflect on my goals and plans. Rover, perhaps you can give it a try. Speeding up. Shape the shapeless! Tempest! This must be the place. I sensed something ominous from the leaf back there, but I couldn't pinpoint its source. And now, the hatred and pain is so strong in this place. I don't even need to concentrate to feel it. Rover, something terrible must have happened here. We have to be cautious. This is a tacit field. Let's take out those tacit discords first.
Leave it to me.
Swift and resolute. No hesitation.
Leave it to me.
Moment of resonance. One with the sounds.
I think I found something, Rover. Ritualistic wooden plaques. But why are they here? These plaques are usually placed in ancestral. They seem to belong to a different time. I remember reading about something like this. People held large-scale ancient rituals periodically in their villages, driven by certain beliefs.
I see. Let's check somewhere else.
Watch out! Something's not right. Why wouldn't it attack us? Brother. Help! Help! Brother. Brother! Help! Help! It seems to only repeat these lines. This is not a common tacit disc. Tacit discords attack other living beings because they need to feed this one, turning the last bits of a human. I'm sorry. No, that's beyond my ability. I just sensed some complex feelings from it, Rover. I think I know. It seems to be begging for help. The village is crying. Something truly awful must have happened here. And the victims' reverberations still linger. Based on the evidence we've found and perhaps the task, there must be something we can do. We may find the victims nearby. I'll inform Chuzia about what happened here. Sorry, I know it doesn't sound very convincing. Thank you, Rover. As for the little one here, The area is a mess, but it doesn't look like a war zone. Look, there are many footprints here. Someone was... These cards... the Fraxidus is like...
The Fraxidus?
Yes. It's a group of extremists obsessed with fusing humans with tacit discords.
Fusing humans and tacit discords.
We've seen signs of their presence in Jinzhou, left by lower-ranked members called artificers. Above the artificers are the overseers, leaders with eerie abilities and unknown. No one knows their true intentions. Some members speak of world destruction, while others, there is one particularly insane overseer. A man who sees they belong to this one overseer I'm talking about. If he's responsible for what happened to these villagers, who knows?
Guess you won't need my self-introduction. Oh, I spent so much time on it. To hear it from me, then yes, I am Scar, cruel and twisted maniac. We deserve a meeting free of such disturbances, don't you agree? The girl, she's gonna sway your judgment. Aw, so you really care about her. Don't worry, I don't plan to make you hate me just yet. She is safe now. Well, let's just enjoy our time together for the moment. Forget about that irrelevant person, will you? I have a lot to share with you. To begin with, I heard you've lost your memories. So, it's true. That makes sense, given how fragile you were when you woke up, or I would have questioned the authenticity of those rumors. So you noticed. Oh, I am flattered. No need to be so on edge. By now, you should have realized I'm just one of the onlookers. But out of all the onlookers, I'm the only one who came forward to meet you with absolute honesty. Before you knew anything about this world, you were already the center of conflict. You are the unknown variable we've been waiting for. Forces have been fighting for possession over you. From the moment you opened your eyes, everyone you've met, including that girl you care so much about, they all knew how valuable you are. The world is a cruel place. You are a living, breathing person, but you're just a pawn to many. That's why I'm here, because I see you as a dear friend, and I want to tell you the truth. I am so sorry for everything you're about to face. But truth hurts sometimes. You could say I'm looking forward to your choice. My goal is simple. I just want to deepen our mutual understanding, nothing more. Come on. Observe the surroundings a little more and tell me what you see. As you learn more about this world, your true desires will surface, and our little game will become even more entertaining. And before that, I don't want anyone to disturb my precious alone time with you. That's all. Why do you have to assume we are the culprits? Maybe you should be asking me what actually happened here. I won't tell you everything just yet, that's too boring. As I said, why don't you take a look around and see for yourself? So go ahead. What do you see? Bravo! Didn't think you'd catch on to that. Now, what is the conclusion you've drawn? I see you don't... I like it. Let me give you a couple more tips. The truth is far more complicated than you think. First, who are the players in our tale? An innocent girl? A revered leader? Next, what meant false devotion? Fleet now, Rover. The story is yours to spin. I'm eager to hear your version after you've learned more. Our story begins here. Once upon a time, in a peaceful village, lived a flock of carefree lambs. In the day, they toiled for food, and when evening fell, they sought refuge from the looming threat, fables. Stories told and retold through the ages. The ancient art of conveying hidden but they always draw from real life. The same story gets told by many. And each person, whatever you learn from it, is just one of, like, us now. This village marks the beginning of my story with Jinzhou. So that magistrate led you here to meet me. One day, a shepherd visited the village. The shepherd brought them promises of... Nope, quite the opposite. With a wave of his hand, his flock obeyed. They no longer had to the flock worshipped their shepherd turned. What's wrong? Imagine you were one of those. You are right. It's up to the... The lambs reveled in endless as each night passed. Rover, do you... I once believed that for true equality, the world was never to receive equal when every wish, when they can... They all... Funny. Later, the shepherd openly blamed the black lamb for the flock's decline. On the next day, the shepherd suddenly, after witnessing those... Well done! You didn't let any details slip. Now, I wonder, what is your takeaway from this story? Answer me and I'll reveal the truth of what happened. Who was the real culprit behind the diminishing number of lambs? Indeed, the direct culprit was the shepherd. He held all the power, fulfilling wishes at a price. The lambs knew the risks, yet succumbed to temptation. Unfortunately, in the face of such temptation, they disregarded all the hidden risks. If they were given another chance, inevitably they accepted their fate and paid the... Now, my second question. What price did the lambs... But that's why they wanted it in the first place. Why would they trade their wealth for a wish when they were risking their lives for it anyway? Here's my final question. What Don't rush, Rover. Take your... What is the truth you've uncovered?
The shepherd was granting wishes by sacrificing the lives of lambs. The flock found out the truth, but chose to be his accomplices, and they willingly offered the black lamb as another sacrifice.
That's right! Little lambs cowered and huddled in their village, terrified of the relentless wolf packs. Until a shepherd arrived, bearing the gift of wishes and providing shelter and sustenance. Slowly, the shepherd gained control over the flock, and the lambs lived contented lives. But this is not the end of our story. The shepherd found the solitary black lamb in his flock and offered to grant any wish it desired. In exchange, he wanted one of its companions as a sacrifice. The black lamb refused, and it was shunned by its flock, left without shelter or sustenance. After the black lamb's exile, more lambs continued to vanish. The shepherd then blamed the black lamb for breaking the rules. He withheld his wish-granting power as punishment. From the very beginning, the lambs knew the risk of making wishes. They too could become sacrifices for those of others. But they always believed it wouldn't be them. Meanwhile, some lambs reasoned that since they had already risked being sacrificed for someone else's wish, it was then only fair to pass on that risk for a chance at fulfilling their own desires. so they continued to play the game. They all knew the consequences, but chose to remain silent. Fearful, yet greedy, they followed the shepherd's orders and made wishes again and again, until one day, a brave black lamb spoke up, shattering the flock's facade, their illusion of a peaceful and happy life. Black lamb got in their way, and that of the shepherd's greedy pursuit, sparking hatred in their hearts. Suddenly, they could no longer ignore the blood and ashes of past sacrifices littering the ground. How do you like my story, Rover? What really happened here? I suppose you already have it figured out? The black lamb who rebelled against the rules, the white lambs who succumbed to their greed, the innocent maiden sacrificed, and the villagers who turned on each other in a ruthless frenzy. They had it coming. All the shepherd had to do was execute the rebel. Fun answer, but no. Not even close. I was never the shepherd. Never will be. You and I. Interesting, Rover. Well then,